Welcome back, everyone, to the Lone Star Classic. It is round 2, back 9 of the FPO division. I'm Sarah Hokom here with Kona Panis, and we are in Texas. This is brought to you by Zydeco, Shepherd Events, Tito, and Innova Champion Discs.
We got Lisa and Deann, and you're all kind of battling it out right now with Lisa just leading by 1, so I'm very excited to see this back 9 and see how it shakes out.
Yeah, this course is very unique. It's in the north part of Austin in Spicewood, kind of out off the beaten path, but in some beautiful hill country in the northern part of the Austin Metroplex.
Very technical course so far, so I'm curious to see these other lines.
Starting off with hole 10, par 3, 378 feet. This requires a booming sidearm to get the birdie look. Most players are going to be laying up to this portion of the fairway and then pitching down around this corner to this basket on a rock. Ohn leading us off with a backhand, which surprises me because her sidearm is so good. Gets caught up.
She'll have a tricky approach.
Throwing a cosmic trace, trying to get around that corner. But I don't. Not happy with that.
How was the wind for you guys? It looks like the rain let up.
The wind is still there. It's not too bad. Probably less than 10 at this point. Deann going with a conservative play.
Yeah, she's throwing a road runner, but turned it over way too much. Gonna be in a tricky area to save par. When her face says it all, she doesn't look very stoked about that.
Yeah, those trees are really thick over there. Lisa also kind of going with a conservative play, looking like she's throwing a mid. Looking to put it in the fairway. And that is perfect. That burn pile is a great landing zone.
Ohn with the forehand approach, looking for a skip. Oh, and gets rocked.
That was... Rock on, Ohn. I got nothing here. I'm just hoping to pray a roller through the trees. Pitched out to the left side, which opens up the basket to save my bogey, as this is a par 3.
Oh, boy.
And Deann.
Deann has nothing and yanks her forehand, leaving her with another tough approach to try and save a bogey now.
And she's got to get almost like 90 degrees right at this point, but also through these trees.
Lisa getting crafty. She'll have a putt for par.
Another tricky lie for Deann. And another tree. Not a lot of airspace back there.
Yeah, looks like jail. Nice little roll.
Probably lucky it didn't hit the rocks, as in there's a little slope here that could easily roll you away.
Deann giving that a great bid, but
still leaving a lot of meat on the bone. Oh no. Blocked putt.
Oh my God. Yes.
Sneaks it in the right side.
what a great par putt. Look at this.
Right around that tree, just enough.
Perfect. Cheesing. Thanks, basket.
Deann trying to stop the bleeding, gets it in, but for a triple. Yikes.
That'll take her down to 3 under, leaving Lisa in the lead.
Lisa getting the par. Playing it like she knows what she's doing. I think her local.
What is it?
I found some gourds on the course,
Oh, cool.
and the seeds were all rotted inside of them, so they made noise. Hole 11, par 3, 219 feet. This is a really short hole with a set of trees in the middle, so players are going to need to navigate either the right side or the left side and not throw it too far to be stuck in these trees or the drop-off that's pretty severe behind the basket.
Ohn throwing a destroyer, leaving it a bit high, and it looks like she slipped once again.
There's also these two trees right at the tee pad where if you actually go all the way up the tee pad, you might hit your hand on them.
Whoa.
So it's a little bit of a mind game to throw the shot properly.
Lisa sneaking through those trees, giving herself a birdie look. What are you throwing here?
This is a neutron crave. Staying away from that hand-breaking tree on the left.
You'll have a birdie look as well. Deann maybe looking to make up after that last hole.
Looking at that right side with a backhand. That looks pretty good. It's going a little bit straight, so she'll have a long putt with a little bit of death behind her. Ohn is pretty frustrated about her shoes right now. She slipped a couple of times.
But no problem, she'll be saving her par. Deann with a long downhill putt.
She needed to hit something there, and it gets a roll all the way down. And now she'll have a jail trees kind of coming back to try to make this bogey putt. Or par putt, excuse me.
Just yanked it a little bit right.
Lisa with the birdie look. Nice and easy.
Taking her down to 8 under.
She's starting to stretch her way away from the rest of the field. Deann now 2 bogey holes in a row trying to find her stride. Even the short putts, gotta take my time.
Always. I'm never the bag on shoulder kind of gal. Always like to take my time putting too.
And Ohn tapping in the par, trying to get the slippy tee pads out of her head. Hole 12 is a par 3, 261 feet down this tight lane, and then it moves to the right down into a gully of rocks. It's pretty easy to get to the trees, but then navigating through them to make a putt is the more difficult part.
Looks like Lisa has her Stingray in hand. Nice little skip up. She'll have a birdie look.
Well executed shot. I think it plays to a sidearm. This hole does a little bit. But Lisa's showing you can get it done lots of ways. I thought that was so good. And it just got a little bit rejection by these upper tree branches. Those ones that you can't really see.
Mm-hmm. Ohn looking like she threw her red champion Mako 3, I believe.
Deann, another misfire, leaving her in a tough position.
Looking like she's trying to forehand her champion AVR. She'll have another obstructed putt. You're getting crafty here.
I think I am. And then I shank it.
Roll. Yeah.
Oh, but you get a nice roll out. Sit.
I laid out onto like a rock.
Oh.
Didn't realize it was there.
Ooh.
Wow, she was so close. That was a heck of a run.
Deann opting for a forehand. All right, looking to pitch up. She'll take a bogey, another bogey. That'll take her down to -1.
Get to save my par.
Lisa with the only birdie look.
Which is essentially a gimme for Lisa at this point. We should just let her pick him up.
I know. Just pick them up with the slip.
Ohn with the bag on putt. Ain't no thing.
Deann with the unfortunate bogey.
She is looking for a tourniquet right now. On to hole 13, par 4, 439 feet. Throwing over this vineyard to start. Most players are going to throw a backhand looking to fade into this gravel fairway and then navigate the next couple hundred feet down this tight pathway. There is OB close to the basket on the left side. That is a great shot right into the fairway. This is a pretty technical backhand. Even though I want to throw the backhand, I have decided to not risk the errantness of my backhand. Throwing a reactor, just trying to get it to that landing zone.
I mean, that looks great.
I'm a little further out than a backhand would be, but still have a look at the pin.
Ohn frustrated with her shoes.
And we're getting some mud and clay on them as well. And once again, Ohn slips out.
It's hard to have confidence on the tee when you can't trust your feet.
Really frustrating. It's probably one of the most frustrating things for me is slipping out and just shanking it. Deann with a big pump. In fact, leaving it a little long. So she's kind of outside that lane at this point.
Ohn with a lot of work to do.
Great shot. She cuts hard into that fairway. She'll still be able to save her par from there.
You look like you're in pretty good position to attack the pin.
Throwing another reactor, hoping it sits pretty.
And she did.
I guess she is a she, huh?
I think so.
I think she's a she.
I think it is. Ooh, Deann getting sneaky. She'll have a long birdie putt.
Now Lisa is in the best position of everyone at this point. And it's standard backhand approach. Gets a little bit of tree trickle, but she'll have a putt within her range. It's another one of them gimmies.
Ohn looking to save par. And that's a great approach.
Do you know what disc that is that she's throwing, that pink one?
I think it's a Champion Mako 3.
Mm.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Little misfire there. I think she wanted to make that.
She wants that birdie. She wants to make up for all the bogeys.
Lisa with the birdie putt. Slams it. She's in full confidence mode.
Taking her to double digits under par. She's lining it up. And a great birdie putt from you as well.
Got to get as many birdies as we can to keep up with Lisa right now. Deann coming back with her par putt. She missed early left on the last putt, and now she's missing a little bit right. So this is a very difficult putt at this point. puts it in the middle. Once you miss a couple like that, airball a couple, it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, it's like a mental battle
Is
at that point.
Is my hand still attached to my arm? And Ohn saving her par from that tough first kick. On to hole 14 on our disc barn cam. This is 249 feet with an OB road. This is basically onto an island. It does have a drop zone, and it's short enough, but the initial shot is relatively tight. And then you've got to get enough distance to make sure it is in that inbounds area. Lisa pulling it a little bit right, but gets a kick and stays inbounds. There is a drop zone on this hole, so it's not like you have to continue to throw if you don't make the island. So I think it's a fair island, although a little bit tricky from right to left. Throwing a matrix, looking for a little bit of turn. It doesn't turn quite as much as I want, but I'm just outside the circle.
Yeah, you're on the dance floor. You'll have a look for birdie. Ohn, she's just,
She's not liking her footing.
over it.
She was asking us about our shoes for most of this round. But looked like she got some good traction there. Little skip by the road and inbounds.
It's an Ohn looking putt. Deann looking to capitalize. Looks like she's throwing her destroyer.
That looks beautiful.
Oh no, I take that back. That's her Mako 3, obviously by that flight. Super glidey, dead straight disc.
Lisa without much of a putt, just trying to get up and down, save the par. Actually just inside the circle here. I wanted to jump it, but I walked it off and it was 29 feet or something. And apparently it was 29 feet too many. Oh,
Just a little high.
it's a very birdieable hole. Deann here's left to hold up the integrity of the card.
Just a bit right.
Not the hole we were all looking for. But, I mean, this will be... Deann came off a few bogeys, so this will be her par. She'll be hopefully feeling a little bit more confident here as we move into the last few holes of this round.
Oh, yeah.
We're all a little hungry right now, too. It has been... we had to wait around for 2.5 extra hours before our tea time, so...
All right, so through 14, we have Lisa with 10 under, yourself 7, Ohn right on your tail with Stephanie Vincent making a move. Unfortunately, Deann's dropping, but we still have some big names making their way up as well.
Hole 15 is a par 3, 311 feet, road OB on the left, and then it also snakes its way in front of the basket to kind of make this fairway very difficult. And you also have the OB vineyard deep left. So it really plays to a sidearm, but that first tree to navigate either left or right of it is it's a very well placed tree. Lisa just chopping it out there to the right, looking to get inbounds and then throw her approach, not going at the pin.
Okay, so she'll have a short upshot to the pin for her par.
Throwing a shock, looking to flex it up that right side.
Ooh, it looks like you got sneaky through that tree.
Yeah, that tree would normally cut you down, and I don't know how I found the hole. Ohn also looking to get to the pin.
Taking the left route with her forehand. Getting a little bit caught up in that tree. She'll have an approach to the basket.
Deann looking to throw the turnover. turns it over a little bit too much and ends up on the other side of the road. But she is safe over there as
Oh, it's safe.
the road plays like a river.
Okay. Lisa with her P2 pitching up for a simple par. Deann kind of has a look here.
Ohn, before she attempts this putt, she actually ran over to the other side of where those trees are to practice making the putt if she missed it.
Really?
And then she went ahead and ran it. It's pretty funny to watch. Funny good. A little hat misfunction.
Looks like everyone will be tapping out their pars.
Yeah, this is a pretty difficult hole. Didn't see a lot of players getting a look at it.
Yeah, if you're looking for in-stock discs, check out thediscbarn.com. Free shipping over on orders over $75, so make sure to go check them out.
Yeah, one of the few holes that nobody got the birdie on out here. But it's certainly there for us. Hole 16 is a par 3, 373 feet. Actually, this is a par 4, 373 feet. You're punching up this really, really low ceiling, kind of where to this road, and then throwing an approach shot, also with some thick bushes and trees all around you. There's a drop off on the left side that if you throw the hyzer backhand, you could roll down there, and it could roll you into OB or into a difficult approach position. Lisa looking for that to straighten out a little bit more. She's going to skip down that area. It is not OB until you get to the road. But she's okay with it.
Yeah, she wasn't too mad about it. And I kind of like your forehand play on this.
Throwing a reactor, which seems to glide really well through this low ceiling. I tried throwing some drivers on this in practice, and they didn't go any further. So it's one of those kind of, I don't know, tricky things that...
More control.
It's confusing that my mid goes further than my fairways.
It's got to sit.
Also getting that big skip down by Lisa.
Deann opting for the Champion Rock 3 shot. And I like that play, you know, dead center, not doing anything crazy with the big skips like Ohn and Lisa's, so she'll have an approach to the basket.
See the cameraman hanging out in the fire pit there? Another one of those rock concrete structures out here on this unique property.
Oh. This was with her KC AVR, just a misfire, and now she's going to have to scramble to save bogey.
Ohn pinning it from her position down the hill. That'll be a birdie.
Lisa with a similar shot. Great execution.
I'm thinking I should play it down to there. I feel like I threw a great shot, but I'm kind of blocked by these middle trees.
Yeah, fairway.
I've been misexecuting a few of these approaches today, which I'm not happy about. Deann in scramble mode. Her third shot, looking to save her par.
Little touch forehand for your par.
There it is. Couple pars in a row now for Deann. Going to bring her confidence back up as we move into the last couple. And Ohn and Lisa tapping out some birdies.
Taking her to 11 down.
Couple more left. Hole 17, par 3, 186-foot island hole. It's pretty straightforward. Really plays, I think, to a backhand. But we'll see some sidearms flexing a little bit. And there is OB behind the basket on all directions, but there's also a provided drop zone. So you don't have to throw until you make it. Lisa, did you see that basketball? Swish. Did she just make a three-pointer or what?
So swaggy. I loved that. Ohn opting for that backhand you talked about.
Looking for a little fade.
And you are even opting for that backhand.
Yeah, I could not get my sidearm to sit on that island very well, so we're just going to give myself a chance to throw this shot. I'm pretty happy with it.
I'm happy with it. I always love when I see a Sarah Hokom backhand, yo.
Deann with a smooth shot. Putting it right up there. Looks like everybody's got birdie looks.
Robbed.
I messed that one up. That was my fault. Little push on my wrist. Lisa, though.
Ooh, keeping her balance. I saw that. Making sure she doesn't put fault.
And Ohn with the birdie look. No problem.
Ooh, she was a little scared of that one.
Oh, man, I don't know if my miss started off all of the scary putting, but maybe Deann can give us a solid putt. There it is.
There we go.
So 3 out of 4 birdies.
As we move into hole 18.
Last one, par 4, 444 feet of the snaking road. The road and beyond is OB on this hole. We have this fire pit on the left that could be interesting. And then there's a huge drop off behind the basket. So most players are going to try to get it out over by that fire pit and then push and then pitch up to the basket. But a sidearm can get you a look.
Lisa opting for a stable backhand shot, probably with one of her halo discs, a wraith or a turn, and that looks like it's in prime position.
Oh, and also going with the backhand with her destroyer. She slipped a little bit again, but that won't hurt her. That's about where Lisa is with an approach to the basket, maybe about 150 feet.
Deann with her destroyer, yanking it a little bit. And that's going to be, is that out of bounds or is that safe?
That is out of bounds. Unfortunately, she'll have to take it by the road. I'm throwing a trace here, looking for a big flex.
Ooh. And that is what you want.
Yeah, that's one of my best drives on the hole, even in practice.
Ooh, and you get a little replay. Look at this flight.
Grab yourself a trace, folks. Deann in recovery mode.
So this is a touchy shot because, like you said, there's that drop-off behind the basket.
And she's opting for her forehand, which she is less comfortable with, but she throws it really well. Gets a nice little roll, and she'll have an approach to save her bogey.
Ohn with her star rock 3, looking to put it under the pin.
Miss.
Nice turn. Hit the tree, But that's a 30-foot death putt. But Ohn is, I think that's her specialty. Lisa looking to put it close to cap off a great round.
And she'll be putting over the grasshopper.
I love all the little caricatures. They're a little close to the basket, though. Deann just laying up, taking her medicine. I am also laying up, although it looks like I'm really going to try to run this.
You'll take an easy paw. Here's Ohn's look for birdie.
Whew! High right, but the basket catches.
Great commitment to this putt. Any inch off and she could have been down that hill. Great putt.
She's got a great attitude.
Always fun to play with.
And Lisa cashing in for that birdie.
Finishing her round at 13 under. Leading the pack.
Yeah, so she shot a 7 under out here on this course and just murdered the back. She actually got 6 out of the 9 holes on the back. And then there's our peacocks. So a lot of action at this on this round. A lot of movement. Lisa is way out ahead. Ohn is not too far behind, and me and her are battling for second and third. Deann, with a tough back, drops to even.
Yeah, and looking at our leaderboard after our second round, we have some new names up here. So tomorrow we'll have Lisa, Ohn, Sarah, and Stephanie on the lead card with Deann, Paige, Pierce, Stacy, and Holly for the chase. We'll see what happens on our last round.
Yeah, chasing that Tito's money.